The Casio Royale is no longer part of the Youth series, so it's got a new black box, and this watch was produced only last month, which is brand new out of the factory. There are a few minor changes in the watch, and it has the same information like the price tag, a retail tag, and the warranty information and module catalog. So let's get into the video. Let's start with the specifications of the watch. The watch weighs 91 grams. It has a case diameter of 39.8 mm, display size of 27.6 mm, lug width of 23.8 mm, and lug to lug width of 45.3 mm. Differs a little bit from the Casio dimensions, which is 45 mm case, 42.1 mm width, and height of 12.5 mm. So it has 100 meters of water resistance, 10-year battery. It has world time up to 31 cities, timer, 5 alarms, stopwatch, and amber LED light. It's made up of resin glass and has a stainless steel band, but the body is not completely stainless steel, which I'll come back to later. This watch has no ties with James Bond. So there was a Seiko G757 which had a similar design as this watch. Why the name Casio Royale is that Ian Fleming's first novel, who's the James Bond writer, was Casino Royale. So fans had the notion that this watch looked like a James Bond watch, so they named it as Casio Royale and it became a cult classic. Hope you like the video so far. So don't forget to like this video and share this to your friends who wanted to buy this Casio Royale, and please do subscribe to this channel because subscribing will make me reach greater audience and help me make better videos with more brands. Thank you in advance. The design choice of this watch is just excellent. Let me show you how. So when you look at the watch, it has a stainless steel strap and a stainless steel finished case. In the case, you have on the top you have world time written, and on the bottom you have illuminator as well as two screw-like projections. And you have the buttons on the sides, 4 buttons which are really solid and are very responsive. If you look inside, you have a black resin bezel which holds the resin glass. You have a gap between the resin glass and the actual display inside. Let's go into the display. You have the Casio logo, 5 alarms, and all the mode buttons, like the features of all the modes inside the display, and you have a 10-year battery at the bottom, and 100 meters of water resistance is also written, which this watch has. The display is divided into 4 segments. Below the Casio logo you have a 2-part segment which has some special features as well. I'll discuss that later. So below that you have the world map. When you toggle through different time zones, it actually shows you which time zone you're in the world map. So this is quite handy, and it looks like this is for a spy himself. And on the left you have the analog digital display. So what this does is it shows you the same time zone you have set in an analog version. So this is a little hard to read because of the design choice as such, but if you get used to it you won't have any problem. This is actually a seconds kind of a layout, so it starts from 60 and it ends at 60, so it's like a dive watch bezel kind of layout, which is a bit handy at sometimes, and you have to squint a little bit to see the time in the analog. So if you come down, you have a big digital display showing the time, date, day and month. So this is very nice and it's very legible. Actually you can see the display in all directions, which is very cool in this watch, and the illumination is also excellent. Let me talk about the hidden feature in this watch. You can actually mute the sound in this watch. So when you press the mode button for a few seconds, above the world map you have a small display, displays the word mute. If you want to be stealthy, you can use this feature. If you don't want that feature, you can press it back again for a few seconds so that you can unmute your device. The bar below shows you features related to the alarm and signal. Go into an alarm mode or signal mode, and you want to switch on the signal, and you press the adjust button to switch it on, and it shows the word signal so that you'll be knowing that you'll get an hourly chime in this watch. So if I'm going to another alarm and I'm switching on the alarm, you get an alarm also. So the alarm can be toggled as off once on or on every day. So that is also a nice feature. So that's a hidden feature which is not looked upon by many people. This is quite handy and a good use of display. But what I didn't like is the case is not made up of stainless steel. It feels like it's made up of resin and it's just colored with the stainless steel color. So you can see a difference between the case and the strap. The strap is much heavier, while the case is very light and it feels a little fragile. So at the case back, it has the model number as well as the Casio logo and water resistance and everything else. So this watch is made in China. The LED in this watch is excellent. Actually toggle the LED for 1 or 3 seconds. I hope that Casio doesn't take this away in the future models. 10-year battery and the price of this watch is the biggest pro of this watch. The cost of this watch is 3,395. If you're lucky, you get discounts in some places, which is very rare because it's the best selling watch and it's a very popular watch which never stays in stores. It just gets sold out every 2 weeks. And 100-meter water resistance just makes it even better. This is a feature-packed watch on a budget and it doesn't look like a cheap watch either. I had a great time with this watch and I regret that why didn't I buy this watch earlier, because this is a great world time watch in a budget. If you're a person who travels a lot, this is the best watch for you. So it is safe, nobody's going to steal this watch, so you will be undercover like a spy in this watch, and you have a lot of other features which you can actually use with this watch, and it is the best budget watch, and the Casio Royale is not a joke. These were my thoughts about the Casio Royale, and if you have any other thoughts which I missed or you wanted me to tell, please do comment down below so that everyone else will know more about this watch. And I'm going to make a video comparing the Timex Royale and the Casio Royale next week. So please stay tuned. See you in the next video. Peace out.